Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Connor. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start with a give to Connor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Connor going to get it again on second down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside lines.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, it's Walker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. And it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cardinals at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Come on.
Shotgun now from Murray. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They faked the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Ryan. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Conner up the middle. He stiff arms him.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
They run behind center with Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Trying the left side with Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ryan. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles up.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Omaha. There's one. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nwosu drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Forward.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He finds Hopkins complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray going to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Murray again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side.